Okay, Julie called me yesterday and kind of gave me a heads up as to what the speech was going to be about. And I had just recently heard of Thelma's, and so I knew the concept, and so I kind of was really eager to hear the way you sold it. And I think you did a really good job about telling us what Thelma's was and how it helped build community and through its serving of lunches and pay as you can, volunteer opportunities, etc. But I think, you know, in the couple of things that you asked me to look for, how your introduction went and how your conclusion went, I think you fell a little bit short on both of them. So with the introduction, you told me you were going to kind of go in a different twist, and I don't know if it changed last minute, but I was expecting some grand introduction that wasn't there. So although the rest of the audience may not have felt the same letdown that I sort of did, because I was expecting something big. The conclusion was good. You invited everybody to go, to go visit Thelma's. But I think what really was missing there is, where is Thelma's? Because if you don't know if you haven't been there or heard of it, then you really don't know where it is. So I would have certainly given the address of it, probably several times throughout, at least in the introduction and then again in the conclusion, to sort of drive that this is where Thelma's is. The other thing that I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit, especially about this, that this is a speech that is really going to be built around your emotion. So it's really going to be the way you convey the message is about how passionate you feel about it. And as I was writing my notes towards how you presented this, I thought about if the passion that you have when you're with a buyer to buy a house. And I thought that maybe if she used that same emotion in pitching Thelma's, then it would have been it would have had more effectiveness to the audience. So I think when you're doing these sort of speeches where you need to plead to the audience and sort of convince them to follow you, then think of maybe how would I sell the house to them, and that's my evaluation. Thank you.